My first and my second birth, they were actually completely different experiences. Even though the results in both cases were considered good, a healthy baby, a healthy mama, there was nothing to complain about, but still to me, they felt completely different. And I would like to talk about that and also what changed it so profoundly the second time around. So with my first birth, I wasn't really sure if I was really in labor or not at the start. Later it became clearer to me that okay, this must be the real deal, but I was feeling really good as long as I was at home in the dark, just sitting there, actually with one of my dogs sitting next to me. She was protecting me from the puppy. But eventually my mother-in-law, she insisted that my husband would drive me to the hospital already because we're getting close to the birth. The car trip felt horrible to me. Getting to the hospital was even worse because it was just a lot of people there in the waiting room, like people just walking through, and really bright lights, a lot of strange noises, and also there was only one toilet close by, so I would feel really bad taking it up the whole time because I wasn't the only woman. Just everyone else seemed to be able to manage fine. I was just sitting there. It was just me, just kept running in and out because the paints were just really close together. And quite frankly, I was scared of peeing myself because that's what it felt like. And it's not something that you want to do in front of a lot of strangers. I felt really exposed. I felt really embarrassed in that situation. And I just wanted to be left alone somewhere in a quiet, dark room. After what felt like an eternity, but I think it was just an hour or so, they finally took me in to examine me. And I told them, well, I can feel something pushing there. Yeah, just wait, just give us a second, we have to examine you first. Do I push? Do I just ignore it? What do I do? You just lie there, we'll come in a second. And I just got up to my feet. I was like, I can't lie down anymore, I have to push. And that's when they finally started to give me attention. And then they looked and they were like, oh, their head's coming. And they rushed me into another birthing suit, and they filled up the birthing pool while I was under the shower, and then I could hop straight in, and then I could just feel that urge to push still the whole time. And I'm just looking around, there was so many midwives there. I asked them, well, what do I do? Like, I remembered that I was supposed to slow down somewhere or something, and they told me, listen to your body, just do whatever you feel like. And I was like, wow, I feel like getting out of here, So I just started to really push and push until baby came out and I got to cuddle him and everything. And I felt like, wow, this is beautiful, So all of this was really difficult for me because my plan was to just go with the flow, I'm just gonna trust my instinct and just do what I feel like doing. But I just had no idea what to do in all those moments. I didn't know what's happening to my body. I just felt so unprepared. And afterwards I had a tear. They had to stitch me up. Apparently that's what you have to do. The placenta didn't come out after 20 minutes. Apparently that requires an injection because otherwise it's really bad. And all these little things that I did not even think about beforehand. Everything that came after birth, I looked into a few of those things that I want them to pay attention to during birth, but afterwards I just had no idea. I'm like, well, after the baby's here, everything's fine and we're finished. But no, that wasn't how it went. Fast forward to my second birth. So everything changed with that second birth, and it wasn't actually the birth that changed, but it was more so what I did in the months prior. This time around I took the time to prepare. I was learning about birth. I was moving my body in a way that would prepare me for birth as well. I was understanding my body and what's going to happen to it. And also I knew what my options were. I ended up giving birth at home, unassisted. And that's why I just put so much time and effort into preparing ourselves for this. And it changed everything. The environment was calm. I could stay calm. I knew what to expect. as soon as I got to the moment, oh, I can't take this anymore, I started to smile because I know, whoa, we're almost there. There was no rushing around. I didn't have to feel embarrassed about anything, and I could just focus. The pushing stage took longer, but I didn't panic about that. I didn't feel rushed. So I just took my time. And even though this baby was a lot bigger, for reference, he was 4.5 kilos, which is I think about 10 pounds. But yeah, I took my time to push him out, and once he came out, I knew why it took a while longer. And it also had the bonus of not tearing, although I did expect that originally. So I was quite surprised by that. After the birth, I was just allowed to relax. The placenta took again a while to come out, a lot longer than I thought, but I was just allowed to relax, snuggle up with my baby, cuddle my son, and yeah, it was just so lovely to just be left alone after giving birth, to just do nothing. But stay with me here, because this is not actually primarily about home births. Even though for me, being at home was the best decision and I felt the safest there, there's also women who feel safer in a hospital. And that's totally fine. It's actually not so much about the place where we give birth, but it's more so about being prepared for it, and also to understand what is happening to our bodies. And I'm not trying to say that one way is right for everybody. What I'm trying to say here is that you deserve to be prepared. You deserve to be informed about what's going on. And you deserve to be an active part of your birth, not just someone to be managed through it. And that changed everything for me. Because as I said, it's not so much about the end results. In both cases, I had healthy children, I was healthy, so everything went well. But it was a completely different experience to myself. And I want you to just have the best birthing experience that you possibly can have.